Hello everyone, we're back with Big Grand Order with the Götterdämmerung Lost Belt. When we last left off, we got a really long scene about Ophelia, which is nice. I'm glad we got that. Cadoc should have gotten one of those as well. You don't even get like, well, I guess you get more just moments in the Lost Belt, huh? You know, show his characterization. Yeah, we're in Bringing Twilight here once again, middle. 0 AP, let's get to it. This might be my last one tonight. Might do one more just because I'm addicted. Oh yeah, Sigurd showing up, right. That was at the end of the last chapter. He used a diagram. It's been like 30 minutes since I recorded the last one. Made some food. That's Surtr. Fire walked the earth. Here in this lost belt, a place nearly devoid of life, a giant strode about the land like a conquering king. Onward he walked, never staying from his path towards the lost belt's fiery northern mountains. Straying, not staying. He is the king of the giants, the king of fire. The giants that gather at his feet are crushed beneath his heels. The ice beasts drawn to his ladder melted in an instant. He is a lofty king. Though he may carry me on his shoulder, I am well aware there is no one who can truly be close to him. I don't think it's Ophelia, but hey, who else would it be? There's nothing else that can view the world from his great height. Sight. Well, that might not be quite true any longer. My mystic eye can see it. Okay, it is. Right. An enormous tree beyond the fiery mountains, stretching towards the heavens. A figure just as imposing as the king of giants. The tree of emptiness. I can't reach Lord Chaldea. Surtr's magical energy must be jamming our signals. That's how that works. What would he think of this situation? I see no cause for concern. I have high hopes for you, Ophelia. Yes, that's what he'd say. You again. Surprised to see you outside the castle. Do I look a complete fool to you now? Yes, I'm sure I do. You know, before I started this Lost Belt, I thought Ophelia was like gonna be like a, not sure the right word, like a cool, like, you know, pew pew pew, guns a-blazing type of character. But I'm kind of happy she just turned out to be like a highly insecure person. I mean, I guess that's kind of treading on Cadoc's territory, but still. Yes, I'm sure I do. I'd probably laugh too if I saw myself now. Huh? Maybe beforehand I thought she kind of reminded me of another DC character. Eleanor, I think her name is. Red hair, like, or eye cannons. You know the one. I'm sorry, I can't tell what you're saying. I have some facility with lip reading. It's not helpful when you speak a language I do not know. I guess you really are from a foreign planet. Stupid person, pardon my French. Thought you left. I hardly freaking believe she's a crypter too. One dang bit like the other one. This was just a stupid little girl who can't bear to let go of her ladyhood. She might as well be carrying a cracked jar of oil into a bonfire. It's as stupid as a maiden walking along the shore barefoot. Yeah, but it makes for a cool scene. Between her and the queen, there isn't a single woman here who can tell a good man when she sees one. Shh, screw this. See where it's going, so I'm just gonna go back to the temple. And you, foxwoman? Good question. This silvery world is pretty enough that it could be made for a nice ski resort. Well, with that giant here, any chance an NFF service is making a profit, just run up and smoke. I think I'll be on my way shortly too. Want to see how Ophelia's story ends before I leave. So being able to fit about as you like makes it easy for you to park your— wow, this is mean, wherever you go, huh? Should have known. Would you please spare me the slanderous crudities? Please. Spare me the slanderous crudities, Canis. All of you know my butt isn't the slightest bit fat. It's petite, thank you very much. Gotta say though, I'm disappointed in Queenie here. Can't believe she's just sitting back and letting Surtr get resurrected like this. Then again, she didn't marry Götterdämmerung, god of the sea, in proper human history. Let's not be as smart as she pretends. I'm afraid you have it backwards, Canis. I guess she doesn't like got a key. I don't know. God of the seas, huh? Look at it this way. Surtr was just that much of a blind spot for her. He represented something so antithetical to her worldview that she couldn't conceive of his existence. This last spell was finished the moment she lost the ability to consider that much. Why do you think it was pruned away? It's like an insect that couldn't even tell that was being exterminated. That said, I doubt Her Majesty would have done anything about Surtr, even if she had learned of his relationship to Sigurd. Oh, that means she's just the sort to sit back and let nature take its course. Or does she just pity that cryptor? Indeed, imagine the Queen feels compelled to keep herself in check, so as to be responsible with her overwhelming power. I suppose it's an admirable enough quality, for a human. But sadly, she doesn't seem to have realized that way of thinking limited her what her Scandinavia could do as well. Anyway, none of that is my business. I'm more than happy to keep it that way, Star. And that's enough chit-chat. I've got all the goodies I came for, so I think I'll be on my merry way. The next time we meet will be on the sea, won't it, Canis? When we do, I expect to see some rare and valuable merch that can't be found anywhere on land. I'm assuming she's talking about Atlantis, I think it is? Ha! Stop being mean, it's a very petite butt. The time of day, pardon my French. Besides, the fact that you think you're irreplaceable just means you'll be on your way out sooner than you realize. I wouldn't assume every lost spot is on your side if I were you, pet. And? No? Getting to us? Maybe? Let me take a drink. Hey, Mashu. Breathing? There's something stuck in my throat. We're still alive? Senpai! He deflected the fire with his demonic sword. Hey, Sigurd. Seems the King of Giants has disappeared towards the northern mountains. First and foremost, I'm glad to see you're all safe. I think you may already know who I am, but let me introduce myself properly. I'm a warrior and the wielder of the demonic sword Graham. I am the son of Sigmund and Fjordis. I have manifested in this lost world as a saber. My true name is Sigurd. Glad I was able to protect you. I only wish I'd been able to resist Surtr's control of my body more than once. Was that back when we first met him? I remember his eyes changed color, so blue eyes mean it was Sigurd. Sigurd? Resist. So back then, was that you? Huh. This is what they call a hero's pride. You don't have to, I got it. You don't have to flashback. But that you died when Surtr was freed. He did. Sigurd's body would surely have fallen apart. Had someone not been there to hold it together, was Brynhild, right? Am I correct in that assumption, Ortland? Oh, last remaining commander of the Valkyries? Oh, yes. I used a rune to help him. It was also sudden that I did not expect it to work. But fortunately, the damage was not as extensive as I believed. It almost seemed to me as if the wounds on his body had been somehow rewound. Rewound? Did Ophelia do that? I took advantage of that opportunity to keep his spirit origin intact, though only just. Unfortunately, I've already exceeded my own output limits. I'm afraid I'll only last a few seconds more at best. I was able to wield my sword one last time thanks to you. For that, I have my deepest gratitude. No need to thank me. I didn't help you for your sake. You truly are a hero. Then please, help my sister. That's all I want. You have my word. Once again, you have my gratitude. Oh. In Odin's name, by the rune's guidance, I ask that you awaken, my love. Brynhild, my love and my eternal executioner, please, open your eyes. I promise I'll hold your spirit origin together. Your spirit core may be damaged like mine, but I hope you'll open your eyes nonetheless, even just a little. You mustn't. Please, don't come near me. I'm the one destined to kill you. I can try to resist the madness, but I fear my body may move to kill you on its own. So please, stay away. Hush, just for now. Was that my Mystic Code or is that him? I knew it. Maybe there was someone else earlier, wasn't it, Sigurd? Yes. It's really you. You are the man, the hero I fell in love with. If only that were true. Then and now, I've shown myself to be too much of a fool to be your hero. No, you haven't. You protected me. If it hadn't been for you, Surtr's fiery sword would have killed me. You protected the Shield Maiden, the Emperor, and the boy fighting to save humanity. You kept this world's hope alive. Of course. I could never have done it with what little strength I had alone, though. Her help was crucial. She was also why your spear is yet to pierce me, despite our coming face to face. It's all thanks to her godly power. Is he talking about Volvo? Indeed. Surtr brought his flaming sword down in earnest. My castle and all of Scandinavia would have been razed to the ground. And of course, I absolutely refuse to abide men and women killing one another. Oh, it's Skadi! She shows up? See, you have all suffered at least some manner of injury. It has been a very, very long time since we last saw brave warriors putting themselves to the hazard in combat. This may have been inevitable with Odin's protection weakened, but my negligence is also to blame for things reaching this dire stage. Chaldeans, Sigurd, Brynhild, and you, the archer whose name escapes me. It's Napoleon! Napoleon Bonaparte! You fought well, my children. I commend your bravery and your valor. I will not let you die just yet. You may all enter my castle. Come with me. Sidonai! Sidonai! Ophelia. Oh. Yeah, I know. It's about time I stepped up. So how did Ophelia, get to Surtr? She was here just last time, wasn't she? Ah! Who is it? Who is it? Okay. I don't think it's gonna be Surtr, but just in case, I'll keep you in the backline. We're gonna hope it's single target because it's a question mark. And Paracelsus is like, come on, let's get you out. I want more fun for her. 60, there she is. Okay, looks good. I don't think this is Surtr, but it could be, so. But when in doubt, Vlad works. With their masks gone, the giants began an all-out assault to destroy what little life remained. Gerda? Gerda! No, Gerda can't be killed. I knew it. The giants are heading towards the village. There were always a few stragglers wandering around the snowfields and mountains. There's never been so many gathered around the village like this before. Oh, but it does have the bounded field, doesn't it? Which might help it? What's going on? Is this the goddess as well? So loud and close. Are we gonna be okay? They're not gonna break through the walls, are they? The envoys will protect us. The goddess will make her glory known. There's nothing to worry about, everyone. So let's just all pray together. Lady Mashu, Mr. Horsey, Mr. Napoleon, Foe. Wherever you are, if the giants haven't squished you. Well, what about Brynhild? You met Brynhild. Come on, Cito and I show up. Send all the envoys to the villages. Unfortunately, with their masks gone, not only did the giants no longer hear my voice, they now resonate with Surtr. Their power approaches its height during the Age of Gods. The village's protection can only last so long. I'll do my best to ensure they remain intact for at least half a day, but anything more than that will be quite difficult. Setting that aside, I never expected to see Surtr again. My apologies for interrupting, Your Majesty. Sherlock Holmes of Chaldea. Let me begin by offering you my most sincere thanks for treating our injured personnel. For that matter, it's safe to say they would not even have survived Surtr's attack had it not been for your help. Okay, lie. Right, should all thank you for saving us. Thanks, Queenie. Glad we are fighting the same enemy now. You have my thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Skahawk. You even destroyed the Ordinax and its components. She could do that? Full! That was thank you. Thanks. Pay it no mind. It's about time you all understood. I'm your mother. All in Scandinavia are my children. I have decided to love you, with all that entails. As my children, all you need to do is accept my grace. Even if I am only one of the old gods, that irritating Wodan would say, we're most grateful for your mercy. Now, would you mind if I ask you a few questions? I'd like to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible in order to better determine our next course of action. Very well. Ask what you will. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, hold on. Sorry, back. I left the heater on. It's not really cold, but I don't want it to be like loud. To begin, I presume that the fire in the northern mountains comes from Surtr. That is correct. Are they embers? Embers? I believe he means the embers of Ragnarok. Now I get it. That would depend on your perspective. I see. Hold up! What does that mean? Excuse me, sorry to interrupt, but may we ask you something, Holmes? Yes, Miss Keegerlight? Mr. Horsey? Does this mean Holmes did he know about Surtr all along? Yeah, he's the detective. He realizes it immediately but never tells us until the end. I was at best 20% certain. Giving voice to my suspicions at that point only caused confusion, which is why I refrained from doing so. But I was certain that the man who attacked the Shadow Border was not truly Sigurd, even if I was unable to convey that information at the time. Yeah, likely story. It said, but fault with regard to the fire in the mountains. My apologies. I should have found a way to tell you about their true nature sooner. Or at least managed to warn you of Surtr's involvement here. I wouldn't beat yourself up for it too badly. Under the circumstances, you're lucky to survive Sigurd, the fake Sigurd's attack. Having said that, there's only one thing about you that I'm not exactly pleased about. You always either say too much or not enough. That is exactly true. Well, that's what he said. That is certainly true. Nonetheless, technical advisor. Much as I agree that one should strive for accuracy in the information conveyed, even in battle, can't expect it will always be possible to do so. I began to take Holmes aside. Guess there's nothing more to discuss. This is how you do things, right, Gordy? You don't expect people to deliver more than they're capable of, do you? I'm deeply ashamed. Can't tell you how sorry I am for the trouble my ineptitude has caused. Why are you so hard on yourself, sage of proper human history? The fire in those mountains is a testament to my weakness. Even with the power Odin bestowed upon me, I've been unable to rid my land of twilight. Is that? It is something of a long story. Please lend me your ears. Oh no. It was 3,000 years ago, the twilight of the gods. Ragnarok, the battle destined to bring an end to the age of gods, was upon us. Should have begun and ended here just as it did in proper human history. But here, Surtr rampaged unchecked. Everything went awry. Surtr, the Dark One. He inherited Ymir's destructive side above all else. The first giant, whose name was all but erased from proper human history. As the fiery king of giants, he was the strongest in all of Muspelheim, which also made him its ruler. He's meant to trigger Ragnarok, ending the Norse Age of Gods and paving the way for the future. But in this last bout, he did not care for his destined fate. Refusing to be content with ending the Norse Age of Gods, decided he wanted to bring about a true end, a cataclysm to end the world entirely. From there, things continued to spiral. Next came Banagand Fenrisulf, perhaps better known as Icy Fenrir, the fearsome wolf of ruin whose breath could freeze anything in its path. Now I am told it is not mentioned in either Edda's or the Volsunga saga in proper human history. He was a great monster whose bones, muscles, and heart turned to ice after eating half of Niflheim. Okay, so that's something fate was made up. As Fenrir, who was originally supposed to kill Odin. But when Fenrir let down his guard to swallow the sun, Surtr set upon him. He killed Fenrir, tore him to pieces, and consumed him. Having gained the wolf's power, Surtr went on to kill Loki, the other gods, even the other of the giants' kings. He then attempted to connect his true body, Muspelheim itself, to the sky, through the hole left by the sun's vacancy. By doing so, he hoped to bring twilight not only to the gods, but to the entire world. He destroyed each of the Norse world's 9 realms, attempted to burn down the very planet. The flames were devastating. Odin and the remaining gods banded together to try to prevent the unthinkable ending, but they could not win against Surtr. However, they were able to fight him to a stalemate. If the gods were completely destroyed, Odin was able to seal Muspelheim away with one final rune, leaving an hay in the sky as a false sun. As for myself, Odin reminded me of Scatach, woman with whom I shared a fateful bond. Okay, so that's why. In order to draw Surtr's eye away from the gods he meant to kill. Now I'm all that remains of the gods. Me, the primordial runes that Odin entrusted to my care. Oh yeah, it's reflecting a much longer story. It was horrific. Surtr's rampage left much of the land ablaze. Is this a new song? Maybe not. The blood that poured onto the ground from the many wounds the gods inflicted upon him erupted into flames, and remained ablaze. Those flames consumed countless lives. It fell to me to protect what few remained. Once Ragnarok had truly concluded, there'd be little point in ushering in the age of humanity without any humans. I turned the vast majority of my power towards extinguishing the flames that threatened to consume this world and all life on it. So I blanketed this land in its snow and ice, laden with magical energy, thus creating safe havens that the surviving giants could not touch in order to give humans an opportunity to live their lives. I put masks on the giants, infused with my magical energy, placing them under the authority I gained from my father, the giant Pyazi? I don't know. They produced several hundred envoys, using the 3 surviving Valkyries as a base. With his true body sealed within the false sun, what's only 1 Valkyrie now, Surtr became as ineffectual as a divine spirit. Though he continued to exist in this world, no longer had any power over it. Peace returned to Scandinavia, so began a new age that was never meant to be. An age where the last god, a handful of people, a scattering of giants, and a few Valkyries all eked out a quiet coexistence. From there, an impossible 3 years came to pass. A great tree extended its roots down from space, and Ophelia appeared before me, calling herself a cryptor. Isn't it kind of weird that the tree only shows up, in the current year? Because, obviously this is a time when it's supposed to have been pruned. So, why shouldn't the tree have shown up from the beginning? To stop it from being pruned? At least, that's my understanding of it, that the tree is what's stopping the timeline from being pruned. I presume you're all aware of what transpired after that. She told me she must grow that tree in order for this world to survive. She was quite helpful to me, which I did appreciate. But that is beside the point. I never suspected the knight that accompanied her was harboring the soul of my sworn enemy. Oh, she's bad. I don't think she meant for this to happen. I believe this was likely a summoning accident of some kind. No doubt she used a summoning system identical to Chaldea's to materialize Sigurd's heroic spirit. A foreign entity happened to make its way into the mix. Wow, Holmes, you're so smart. By foreign entity, I take it you mean Surtr. And I've got it. Surtr missed a guy. Indeed. Richard Surtr must have used it as a catalyst. That eye is meant for seeing possibilities, after all. She must have caught sight of a lost history, a prune phenomenon which would have been impossible in proper human history at some point. So you say she saw Surtr's soul, of all things? Oh, Ophelia. You had to see something. Why could it have not have been me? How dreadfully unfortunate. But regardless, the fact remains that Surtr, my sworn enemy, has returned to my land. And now he will stop at nothing to finish what he began, to merge with Muspelheim, bring about the end of all things. If nothing is done to stop him, he'll burn Scandinavia to the ground. His flames will devour all life. All manner of heat will coalesce into one great flame, reduce everything to smoke and ash. If that happens, there's no telling what effect it might have outside of this last spell. You do need to go through void space to escape a lost ball, so don't think the virus would leak beyond it. But I can't really be entirely certain. It's worth noting that he does still have our compass, too. The paper moon, I mean. It was on Sigurd's body. How did Surtr get it? I guess Ophelia was keeping it? I don't know. Your Majesty, might I propose an alliance? Well, the enemy of my enemy might not necessarily be my friend. What do you say, scatach-skadi? My fair Ondoidus? Don't know what that means. Is that like another name for her, or is it? I don't know. Huh. You would issue commands to a god, heroic spirit? Respectfully, of course. You are a heroic spirit, are you not? What a joke. Human ghost, a mere shadow, telling me what to do. Ordinarily, I'd pay no mind to what a being such as you had to say. But in your particular case, I sense wisdom in those beautiful eyes. Speaking of beautiful eyes, I want to protect that smile. You remind me of Baldur? I don't know, god of light. I know he has the sky. What? What is that scare for? Oh. Seriously? My queen, what are you saying? Pay no heed. You're merely joking. His heroic spirit's eyes may be wise, but they're also somewhat clouded. Even gentle Baldur would surely object to such a comparison. Nonetheless, I have made my decision, heroic spirit. Shall love you as... Where did that come from? Didn't touch anything, technical advisor. It's not always about you, director. Everything's working fine. Just the emergency alert. Haha. Take it you feel that too. Sorry. Munzir of raw demonic sword wielder? Indeed. Something approaches from the sky. Brynhild. Right. I see it. There's a massive magical energy flying towards us from the northern mountains. Wait, all of our instruments are working now? Simply adjust to my snow and I still combinate them. The nerve interrupting a god. Dare I sully my castle any further? Even my patience will. Oh. Oh, those things! Another one of those? You're ready to fight, Mashu. Yes, master. It's the same type of enemy we encountered on Mount Gold Hop again. Okay. Wait, no, it's gonna be multiple. I don't like this game. Stupid game. I brought 2 single target servants. Unless I want to bring in you. Level 60 consort you, ready to fight. It's only 2 waves, and this wave is just a filler wave, so I don't know. Could be worse. Okay. So, what's up? We talked about Cyberpunk last time. It's gonna transition that into something, but I forgot what. I want a good RPG to play. What is it? Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate is what made me think of that. Because, you know, Baldur, it's spelled similar. There's a U, that's it. I haven't played Baldur's Gate, but aren't they making a new one? Or they did make a new one or something? I don't know. I think it was like an isometric RPG, right? Like back in like the Fallout 1 era? Don't quote me on that. Yeah. Well, it could have been worse. That's not gonna be bad here. Yeah, I have some money saved up for the Steam Winter Sale, so maybe I'll buy something. Look at that. Like, I know I'm buying Higurashi, but besides that, I guess it just depends on what's on sale. I did in the auto sale. I bought The Sims 4 because I was like, you know, I could kill some time with this, and I killed some time with this. Whenever I have like 30 minutes where I have nothing I want to do, I'm like, oh hey, we play a little bit of The Sims. Although I haven't booted it up in like a couple weeks now. Well, like 2 weeks. Yeah, a couple weeks. That's a couple. The DLC for that game is very poorly priced. Leave it to EA to do that. Like, the base game was, I bought it on sale for $5. But each of the DLC full price is $40 and was on sale for $20. Which and there's like 10 different DLC. So it's not exactly a great package. Like, I'm not sure exactly how much is in the DLC, but like $5 is more than enough for that. On sale, at least. 10 is acceptable, not on sale. But 40? Come on. Especially since I think a lot of it is just stuff that was like in past Sims games. That, you know, they didn't include in the base game so they could sell it. Leave it to EA, you know. Riddler fight. Hey, Anastasia. Oh, MP3. That's good. No, I want. I could do double Nito, but. Oh, yeah, I could talk about what's it? Girls Frontline next time. Remind me of that. Nitokas. And. Glad back in? What's his bond at? I want to see how it's doing. Still over 1 million. What does it start at? Like a 1,100,000? Or below that? I do not know. What about you? It was a pretty high bond. We can switch this back out. For the good one. Okay. Ooh. Are we gonna just fight more? Another? Like just... they just keep on coming. What the heck are these things? Why are there so dang many? These are satisfying to shoot, but still. Repulsive. There's something indecent about these creatures. They have no regard for their own lives. Indeed, they're infused with vast amounts of magical energy. But all these creatures are the product of a normal ecosystem. There are more coming in through a hole in the ceiling. There's a second, and a third. They certainly aren't shaped like any ordinary creature. Could they be phantasmals? They just appeared now. Perhaps they were originally some sort of plant that had transformed into Surtr's kin. No, on second thought, most likely. Fo! How dare you? What possible reason could you seeds have for barging into my castle, knowing I've connected myself to the Tree of Emptiness? They're like, tree seeds? Seeds, that's it. Analyzing the data now. They're seeds from the Tree of Emptiness. Can't believe it. I guess they kind of do look like it, like, even the seeds are autonomous and capable of fighting. I was willing to turn a blind eye to the occasional stray seed, but how dare you damage my castle? This transgression will not stand. I, the king of the Slotsbout, command you to die. Oh, it'll die. What? Oh, Xeno Knight. Of course they're not going to self-destruct on your command. Haven't you noticed? Your connection to them has been severed. Suppose I'll have to help you out a bit, seeing as you're evidently helpless by yourself. Oh. Thanos! Ilya! Oh, nice work. So that's what a Divine Spirit's Magecraft can do, huh? If it isn't Freya. It's Ilya, stepmother. Didn't you just hear Mashu call me that? Suppose you're right. Freya would never allow herself to wield ice and snow as I do. Regardless, I must commend you. You did well to escape my dungeon. I should have expected as much from my daughter in proper human history, my companion's beloved child. I would have escaped whenever. The only reason I didn't is because I knew you'd really go all out to steal me away again. This time for good, if I did. It was just passing the time when I heard a big commotion coming from inside the castle. First I thought you were fighting everyone else after finally defeating Surtr, and I was wrong. What happened? I thought you were supposed to be the Queen of Scandinavia. Did you not notice that Ophelia cut your connection to the Tree of Emptiness? So is Surtr the king now? So it would seem. It certainly explains why they did not obey my order to self-destruct. So basically, scratch all over again, huh? Let me get this all straight. Up till now, the Queen's been connected to the Tree of Emptiness, but with her connection severed now, the Cryptor's trying to make Surtr, the new Lost Belt King by connecting him to it instead. Madness. There's no telling what sort of disaster may ensue if Surtr were able to absorb the tree's power for himself. Oh, I see you seem to have some idea, Your Majesty. Indeed I do. To begin, he would no doubt raise Scandinavia to the ground in but a single breath. The flaming sword he wields is a blade forged by the planet. Its sole purpose is to rend the age of gods asunder, to wipe it from the face of the earth. Should it be successful, I'll leave nothing behind. It's that powerful a weapon. A divine construct. Noble phantasm on par with Yongo Minion. Haven't heard that one in a while. Top of that, he's still got the paper moon, which means it's even more likely his destruction could reach the outside. Assuming his magical energy and spiritual rank increase to that degree, Your Majesty, will you tell us where the Tree of Emptiness is located? The Northern Zone. The Tree of Emptiness took root beyond the Fire Mountains. Sweet, let's go cut it down. Of course, I have been using my ice and snow crystals to hide it from view. I see. So you're using Magecraft-based optical camouflage and jamming its magical energy signature all at once. No wonder we were unable to locate the Tree of Emptiness once we arrived in this last mount. Very well. Now that we have dealt with those intruders, would you be so kind as to give us an answer to my earlier proposal, Queen scatach-skadi? Yes, I suppose I should. I really don't want to rush you, but we're kind of short on time, you know? Except about to destroy the world. Yes, that is true. The things as they are, I suppose there's little alternative. Enemies of my sworn enemy, humans and heroic spirits of proper human history, accept your proposal. Our alliance, however, will be a temporary one. Do not forget that. And one more thing, do not enter into this alliance with the intent to hold anything back at all. Remember, Surtr defeated Odin himself. You must kill a killer of gods. You should appreciate the incredible difficulty of this particular task. Is that clear? You're too kind, Your Majesty. Haha, what a coup. That my grand army's even got its own goddess and queen. Bon? Haha, I see. You're happy about this too, huh, Popper? You'd stop calling him that. Come on, Private, celebrate with me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It's not every day you get to kill a godslayer alongside a goddess and a great hero. With a lineup like this, we can't possibly lose. Good thing, too. One Waterloo was more than enough. That was like the battle where Napoleon lost. Like, for good, right? Trusting you two to handle the vanguard. Sound good? Certainly. Shall do my utmost to clear a path for you. As will I. Shall be your blades until our spirit cores and spirit origins finally crumble apart. Rest assured, I'll never fall to a heartless flame. Oh la la. Falling in love with you all over again. Hey, please don't. Really, you mustn't, Emperor. Sigurd is right here beside me. Can hardly blame him, given your beauty. But I must warn you, Emperor, you'll never win her heart. It already belongs to me. Can't compete with that. Maybe that is a sign I had to focus on my main squeeze. Oh, go. You warn, while I've used my runes to hold your spirit cores together, the bonds are still fragile. If you expend all your magical energy in battle, they'll once again crumble. That's awful. Please do not concern yourself with us, Lady Masho. The existence of servants is a brief, fleeting one. Once our task is done, it is our fate to disappear. Both Brynhild and I are well aware of that. Let our bodies be your sword. Let our bodies be your strength. Lord Horsey, we may not have forged official contracts with you, but as our temporary master, our blades are yours to wield for humanity as you see fit. Alright, thanks for helping us, you two. Looks like we're all on the same page. What a relief. If you dug in your heels, I was worried I'd have to fight you myself, and that one or both of us might end up dead. But for now, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm sure we can get along until this is all over, right, stepmother? Yes, I suppose we can. Seems we'll have a chance to test how well we can fight together sooner than expected. Oh? Oh no, giants! Hostiles detected! Giants! Called it. There's a whole bunch of big ones headed for your way from underground. Must be the red giants that are chained up. These guys should be an old hat by now, right, Private? Seeing multiple moosefulls. They appear to be the ones that were being kept underneath the castle. But there's something different about their heads. They're not wearing their masks anymore. We've been over this. Surtr's power must have broken them. Now they are no longer heed commands from my bloodline. Huh, very well then. Shall assist in dealing with them myself. Oh, was Skadi on the support list? I don't remember. It's one down. We have multiple hostiles in the area. Master, permission to engage the enemy. Granted. Understood. Haha, you're getting good at giving out orders, Private. Remind me to give you a medal once these guys are toast. Please. And a promotion. Very well. Let us begin. Okay. Take a drink. What? Oh yeah, girls frontline. Wait, hold on. Talked about it before, but there's an event going on. And I'm kind of burnt out on it, honestly. Well, again, there's 5 chapters. I'm on the 4th one. We're in the middle of it. Before, I found the story to be pretty good. Like, it's... Grand Order I consider good for a mobile game. Like, very good for a mobile game. Pretty good for just a narrative. Girls Frontline I consider good for a mobile game. Okay for, like, a narrative. But this... so, the past couple story events have all kind of, like, been doing an arc. Started with a singularity, and this is the 4th one since then. 3rd one? Well, whatever. The past 3, which includes singularity, have been good, but this one is like... I don't know if I'm just getting burnt out, or if it's just not as good as the others. A lot of it has been focusing on like the main character's true identity, which has been like hinted at since the beginning, but it's been so heavily hinted at that like pretty much I already know everything. So like it's like, oh, who is she? She could be anyone. Ooh. But like I'm like, okay, get on with it. Oh, someone got insta-death. Nice. Thank you, Needle Chris. Plus, just like the narrative outside of, you know, what's going on in the is like, it's okay. It's like spooky ghost robots. So maybe by the ending it'll turn around, but hoping the next event is better. But I know I do get Deagle for finishing this event. Desert Eagle. So you know that's good. You gotta love Deagle, come on. We have one more fight this chapter, right? Think it's gonna be filler or Surtr? I think it might just be filler again, honestly. We'll see. Come on, give me more assassins for Needle Chris to kill. Oh, really? The battle in the castle is over. That seemed to be the last of the giants who were dwelling in the underground. Now hurry up and get on the border. You're waiting on the other side of the bridge. Understood. Oh, wait, they see us in scan lines too? So I guess this means the queen was forcing the giants to obey her all this time, rather than having them submitted willingly. But then if she did have them under her control, why did they go around attacking Mashu and Horsey the moment they laid eyes on them? I assume those masks were only able to provide enough control for her to prevent them from attacking the villages. In which case they would not stop the giants from homing in on any heat source that happened to wander into their field of view. Gotcha. That's why the villagers are safe to live in. What about the ones that are like patrolling the villages? Since you don't have to leave your village to survive here, guess it all works out. Her Majesty thought this stuff through more than I thought. This world couldn't have lasted for 3,000 years otherwise, especially since it sounds like most of it had been burned to the ground. Keeping each village's population to 100 people must have been a restriction intended to ensure life can continue here. I mean, the queen even made those conifer trees out of ice with their magical energy. There just isn't that much food to go around. You had to be strong to survive in Russia, but here, being strong is a death sentence. The only way to survive in this world is to stay weak and live your life inside the confines of your village. That's neither here nor there. Come on, everyone. We gotta get ready to welcome back Mashu, Horsey, the heroic spirits, and Her Majesty herself. Multiple divine spirits, huh? And all of them on a vehicle under my command. Very well. Under the circumstances, I suppose there's nothing to do but to accept that my report will likely fill a volume or two. Where'd that idea come from? Get nothing but free time or something? Don't be ridiculous. I come to be recognized as a great author once we've restored humanity, then musics can end up becoming lords. After all, it's the mark of an excellent leader to plan for what happens following the battle's end. Now you're throwing shade at Napoleon? It's no way you could ascend to a lordship without the clout to go head-to-head with policies in the aristocracy. Now get your head out of the clouds and... Wait. Is French Cooking Boy a mage? I thought he was just some random guy who Chaldea recruited. And then, you know, he had to learn about magic once, you know, everything happened. Huh. Because, I know that's the case for some people. He knows about policies, like, you know, the clock tower. Oops. So. Huh. What did you say to me? How do you know so much about... Oh. I do beg your pardon, French Cooking Boy. Will you mind hurrying along with our travel preparations? Though they may appear to be moving slowly, the giant's footsteps cover an astonishing amount of ground. What Holmes said. But come on, let's pick up the pace so we can catch up quickly. All set? Let's kill ourselves some giants. Okay. Next one might skip the opening text, maybe? Because it kind of seemed like, you know, I was leading into... Oh, this way? Oh, I guess, you know, it's up here, right? Oh, casters are in there, too. I could probably get away with Neo Chris, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll do it. Oh no, we have some dialogue. Why are we using this lump of metal for transport? It seems terribly inefficient. What, you rather walk? Your real experience will reach our destination far more quickly with a flight room or speed room. Okay, bang. Ball? We determined this was the best course of action under the circumstances, Your Majesty. Totally. Giants are way more aggressive now, and we've got the tree of emptiness seeds falling from the sky. Flying would make us easy targets for the giants lobbing ice borders. Fleeing on foot would open us up to getting picked off individually. Here in the border, it's much easier to attack and defend at once. For example, the Emperor can use his cannon up on the deck to scatter any groups that come after us. Huh? Just saw something new on the radar. More enemies! But they're not hostile. They're flying. Oh, Valkyries. Are those birds? Can you put them up on the monitor? Of course. Here you go. Oh. Oh, whose birds are those? Oh, look. Whoa. Haven't seen these in a while. Yes, two of them again, no less. It must be native to the fields that crop up in between the fire and ice zones. Huh. Must be good friends. Oh, wait, let me get a better look at them. You two. You say you've seen these birds before? Yes, several times. I see. That explains it. Now it all makes sense. The Ophilius? Something on your mind, Your Majesty? I'm just thinking aloud, young sage. Hey, Miss Dama et Messieurs. Can you hear me down there in that luxurious toasty room of yours? This is Napoleon reporting in from atop the border. We saw some flying creatures beside those birds. Got another bunch of seeds headed our way. How far away are these things coming from anyway? Not seeing anything over... Whoa, sketch that! Definitely more of those seeds. Ah, crap. Changing course to try and land on top of this thing. Moving to intercept now. Anyone who wants to join me, come on up. Let's go take them out. Yes, I'm all set. Did Vinci already finished looking over the Ordinax? Pretty much good as new, thanks to the Queen fixing it up. Man, those primordial runes really are something. I'll head out as well. I'd like to familiarize myself with Graham's weight a bit more. I'll go too. No, you stay here. I can handle this alone. I want you to rest up. No, my love. No, my love. Come what may, I'll not leave your side. I see. Very well then. Let us go together. That's romantic. I like those two actually. I don't know if I'll see them again before summer 5? But it'd be nice if we did. I can't think of any event Sigurd appears in besides that one. Oh, it's not like I actually have them, so I wouldn't really know. Okay, not too bad. Might be able to insta-kill him. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this now. Is that 1 turn or 3 turns? 3 turns, oh. Alright, I thought it was one turn. Maybe it'll work. Or maybe it won't. Yeah, I was talking about Girls Frontline, right? Yeah, so I gotta finish that close to the end of the event. So I have time to finish it up. Yeah. Did it insta kill one? Yes, it did. Okay, that's nice. And maybe I can kill it next turn with a waiver extra can? Maybe. I don't think Needle Kiss has the damage, but I gotta try. Anyway, yeah, what should I talk about? Like, I haven't really been up to too much lately. Playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, get a crit. Yeah, I finished farming Emerald Weapon. Now I'm trying to clear E9S. Like, I forgot how bad people were at this game. It doesn't help that there's like no... I don't think there's really like a good guide up yet for the fight. So usually like the earliest raid is like the easiest. But just from what I've seen of it, it requires a lot of coordination actually. Which isn't uncommon for like the higher level ones, but kind of makes it hard to do. You know, with the randoms. My static will be doing it maybe next week though? I don't know. Maybe. Hey, don't kill Needle Chris. Sorry, what is it called? Shmoomax? I accidentally pressed a button on it and it like expanded the menu and it screen region messed up, you know? Yeah, anyway. I might be able to do one more video tonight. Like, I want to. Because I think next week I might not be able to record all too much. So I'd like to finish Lost Belt 2 before then. Ideally, I'd like to finish out the Lost Belt 3 prologue before then, because I want to read that. And, you know, I want to finish off Lost Belt 3 before the end of the year if I can. Like, it's okay if it's a couple days after New Year's, but you can't actually finish the event unless you started, I think if you do the most you can every day in the Benny Enma event, it takes 3 days, because there's like a daily timer thing that gives you points. So like, you do a quest and you get like a house that gives you like plus 10,000 points. So every day at reset time you'll get 10,000 points if you get that house. So if you start on the last day, you can't finish it. So that means I have a little less than a month to do Lost Belt 3, which, oh, come on. I mean, it's plausible, especially since it's the shortest Lost Belt. Oh, really? Thought that was the end. The battle's over. Looks like that's the last of the seeds. Never thought the giants would group up together to chase after us while the border was moving, though. I wonder, are they trying to hold us back? Or is it just a coincidence they showed up now? Can't imagine they're sent here to stall us, but... True, I don't sense any real intelligence guiding their actions, though. May well be that they're not here at either Surtr or the Cryptor's command. The foreign gods, maybe? Think the scenes came out of their own? Maybe that the Tree of Emptiness itself scattered them? Yes, that's certainly a possibility. Fascinating. Perhaps these seeds are the Tree of Emptiness' way of defending itself. I believe you first encountered one while you were in the old Jotunheimen Highlands? That's right. So we're on Mount Goldhop again. Perhaps it has to do with the latitude. If true, that would explain why it responded automatically once you headed north. Alright, come on, this isn't a game. If you're done up there, get yourself back inside. Well, not you, Emperor. You just stick to your guns. Cannon. Yep, don't even worry about that. You're stopping the house, treating me like an ordinary gunner, mademoiselle. Oh, still going. Brynhild, must be hard for you to be so close to me. I know my very existence wears on you. Even with the Queen's protection. It's alright, Sigurd. Strangely enough, I'm comfortably able to control myself. Maybe it's because over half my spirit core is already shattered. I was already broken when I materialized, so perhaps by breaking myself further, I'm better able to resist my usual temptations. How peculiar that becoming a heroic spirit has reduced us to this. Not at all, my love. Happy about this turn of events. Sorry, I cut it. I had something I wanted to say, but I forget what it was. Oh, no, I didn't read the line. What? Really, that was the end of the chapter? Okay. It was not at all my love, something. Seed of Yggdrasil. That makes sense. Melted snowfield. Bringing twilight here once again. End. Yeah, I'll go. We're closing in on the ending. Wait, I think. Let's see. Come on. Oh, 1 coins. Never mind. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next time for some more Fate Grand Order. Yeah, I think that's my last one tonight. Maybe I'll do maybe one more late. We'll see. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.